Welcome back to the From Harvard with Love podcast. I am your host, Harvard World Drizzy. Back to you with another one. We got a special one today. I know it's been a while. Did y'all miss me? Well, the Dusties, have no fear. Today's episode is not about you. Today's episode is about the infamous Dubious, Dweeb. I know those who know me know that's a term I use quite often. I throw it around quite vaguely too. But today, we're going to do a reaction of a video of a guy I just found, Officer Tatum. I don't like too many officers, but this guy's all right. And so basically we're going to react to his reaction to some truly dubious dweebs. But before we get into that, what is a dubious dweeb? Glad you asked. So many of Kevin Samuels' haters, they exist almost purely because of the dubious dweebs. See, in one of my videos, I said Kevin Samuels fans are akin to Cowboys fans. You know how Cowboys fans run around with the rah-rah. Every year it's going to be their year. Every year there's championship hopes. They championship hopefuls. So we going to do it this year. They'll talk shit too. It's not just enough for them to have faith in their team. They will outright downplay, and disrespect your team. That's just how Cowboy fans rock. And for that reason, many people hate them. These dweebs, they the same way. See, they ran around spreading the gospel of Kevin Samuels, when for the most part, Kevin Samuels, he did speak on behalf of those average guys, those blue collar workers or whatever, but the overall theme was high value men, of which he had a very specific rubric, of which these guys didn't match either at all, or they were missing some key factors to be this high value man that he was talking about. But yet they can't wait to ask the first woman that's interested in them, what do you bring to the table? And to start the mouth vomit that is those Kevin Samuels statistics that are, while they were true, it was just, it wasn't the message, it was the messenger, if that makes any sense. And so today we're gonna try to deliver you from dweebism. And so what I've come up with is 5 points that can help you get out of, out of the dweebism and into this closer to this high value, or what Kevin Samuels called a Henry, a high earner, not rich yet. You want to get close to those guys. These guys are selected by women. These guys don't have these issues that a lot of these other guys are having with women. You won't have to walk up and ask a woman what she brings to the table, because you'll be vetted by, and you'll be vetting women that you actually want to be with, of actual value, of true value. And so we're going to get right into them. How to recover from dweebism. 1, find your why. Now, these aren't in no particular order. Matter of fact, they're close to order. I would put health in front of hygiene, but that's about it. Find your why. Everything starts with why you do anything. That's your purpose. That's what you need to be moving towards. I think I'm going to make this thing a series. So, because I can go on and on and on just finding your why. That's a segment in itself on how to find your why. And how to stay focused, how to get focused and stay focused. So that right there could be a series all in itself. That could be an episode all by itself. But number 1 is to find your why. Find what makes you tick. First of all, what do you like? And let's be for real. Sometimes what we like don't make no money. Sometimes what we like if you in the arts or even if you're a rapper, sometimes it's okay to have a dream, but life costs money right now. You're going to probably have to get you a job. You're going to have to earn the right to have that dream, right? And these things will save you from Dweebism, because this will help you get not only selected by other women, but this will get you selected, period. We're talking about in life. And so number 2, hygiene and appearance. I'm going to give, I'll put a link in the description of a YouTuber, the Style OG. We'll get into him later on as well. But hygiene and appearance is paramount. I shouldn't have to tell you to wash your ass, but that's the world we live in today. If I had a penny for every time I seen the status about a motherfucker with shit stains in their drawers, somebody baby daddy got shitty drawers, somebody baby mama got shitty drawers, that shit, you too grown. That shouldn't be a thing. And on top of that, you need to know how to dress. I would always go for being lean on the side of being overdressed as to underdressed. But be functional. We're not wearing suits to the pool. That's stupid. But you get where I'm coming. You wanna look like you belong. It just makes sense. Health and fitness goes without saying. Health is wealth. The way I see it is, what you look like, first impressions, right? When you first walk up, people judge you off your appearance right away. So past the hygiene and appearance part, before you put the clothes on, you got to put the clothes on a body. What shape is that body in? I'm not going to say you out of shape, because circle is a shape. Pear is a shape. That's not the shape you want to be in. You want to be here long term. You want to be here for your kids. You want to be here to enjoy this new money that you're going to come into, this newfound success that you're going to have. You won't be able to if your health is wavering. And it don't matter. Your body's like a car. You're going to sit it in the garage. You're not going to do no oil change and nothing on it all this time. And when you finally do need it, it don't matter if you had a Ferrari. It's been sitting in the garage for 10, 15 years. You put the pedal to the metal, we don't know what's going to happen. And that's the issue that we find. And like, it's never been a better time to get your ass in shape. There's a literal health epidemic that'll take you out strictly for being out of shape, to be honest, because the COVID was smoking us through really the pneumonia and the respiratory and stuff like that. And you're not finna tell me you're not gonna have a better chance if you getting up off your ass and you running. I mean, don't be in the best shape, but every grown man should be able to run a mile straight without stopping. I'm not even asking for no record-breaking times, but you need to get up off your ass. Everything falls into place. You get your health. You look better, you feel better, you play better. That's a fact. Get your ass in shape. I'll put links in the description below for some fitness YouTubers that helped me on my fitness journey to get started. And I'm not no damn bodybuilder in the greatest shape, but I get my ass up. I can run more than 3 miles straight without huffing and puffing. I can do more than 50 push-ups. I'm a grown man. You got get it together, guys. Get it together. But like I said, I'm not asking you to be no bodybuilder. I'm asking you to get in shape. We're gonna do this thing for health reasons, but also for I used to call it it used to be 4Fs, but I've been knocking them off since I done got older. But it was fighting, football, fucking, and fashion. But I don't fight no more, and I ain't playing nobody's football. But you still need them last 2 Fs. So you gotta get your shit together. Last, get you some fucking money, man. Like, money doesn't buy happiness and whatever. Money is the resource of our time. You're gonna need some. If you have offspring, you have children, you want to build to be honest, I believe you shouldn't be dating broke. I'm gonna just flat out say it. If you broke as hell, you shouldn't be dating. Now, if you broke as hell and you got somebody who's your person, he or she's taking care of you, or mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be living off nobody. I don't like that shit. But if you on your way and they are supporting you through it, that's a woman that loves you for real. Cause you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. She love you for real. she with you through thick and thin because you already in the thin. And then the last one is consistency, discipline, and hard work. These things, all three of these go together because you're going to need all three of them at the same time. And if you're missing one, you screwed. It's just the way it is. You're going to have the discipline to stay on path. You got the consistency. You got to continuously get better. And then it's hard work because anything worth having is going to be hard. I'm sorry, because like working out. If you want a nice chiseled physique, you're going to have to work harder than everybody else. You're going to just have to work hard. If you want to make more money, you're going to have to work hard. And so the number 4 you see to get you some money, I got the copy and paste method. I might get that method out at the end of this video, depending on how I'm feeling. But next, we going to slide right in. When we're talking about style, it's a very important YouTube I think you guys need to go slide by. And it's the Style OG. Especially if you looking to feel, we're not gonna be able to fill Kevin's shoes by ourselves. Not one person that I know of that's available right now. But you're gonna have to go through a litany of different guys or girls, because Kendra Dree got her own dating show. She's the only one left from what I can see now that Kevin gone. So you got Kendra G's show. She seemed to be pretty transparent, straightforward. She don't let them get away with it. She be having guys and girls on the show. So for your dating call show, it's always some type of content over there. Let's just say that. But my guy here, the Style OG, he was the guy that actually gave Kevin some of the fashion tips that helped peak him to the next level. If you watched his earlier videos, Kevin's earlier videos, he was a skinnier guy when he was back talking to men. And let's just say he was a lot cooler. The guy that y'all met a couple years ago is a lot cooler than the guy I met about 5 years ago on YouTube in his car. But that's because of this guy right here. One of the reasons is because of this guy right here. I'm not going to give nobody all the credit. He won't either. But straightforward page, man. He's just giving you the fashion basics. As a young man on his way, trying to be delivered from the dweebism, you're going to have to, it's for a lot of us, that meant changing how you dress. Like, if it was up to me, I'd wear a hoodie and a black T-shirt anywhere and everywhere. That'd probably be my uniform if it was up to me. But you just can't, you can't present that way. And so in the business I'm in, I'm going to have to put a suit on, a suit and tie. And if I'm going to put it on, my daddy told me anything worth doing is worth doing well. So you want to make sure that suit fit. You want to make sure. It's one thing I got to get at. It's a fashion don't of mine that my brothers do a lot. When y'all put them suits on, one, the matching tie and pocket square. Hey, stop doing that. I don't know. Did nobody tell y'all that, brother? But that matching, that is the jankiest shit. Just don't do that. I mean, I even believe Style OG gonna tell you don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now that's pocket square supposed to break the color up a little bit. Don't do that. Don't match it with the tie. You look like you Easter Sunday at a Baptist church or some shit. That ain't gonna get it done. That ain't gonna get it done. But slide by his channel. I'm gonna put the link in the description to his channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave a link to one of his last videos, his little tribute. I don't want to say his tribute to Kevin. He was a personal friend, had his cell phone number. They talked on the phone like many of these guys and what they call Black YouTube or the Manosphere did. But the style OG is one of the real OGs, older guy. So you can take his you can take his wisdom, you know, and I follow him. And I when I got into buying suits and things, it was a lot of stuff I didn't know now. So go over there and get that education. It's gonna save you some money because I spent some money on some suits that I probably shouldn't have wasted my money on. But you know what? Should we just, you know what? I'm gonna just get straight into this video. So the video we're gonna review today is Officer Tatum, and he's reviewing our boys Fresh and Fit with the Fresh and Fit podcast. I'm pretty sure, unless you've been under the rock the last year, you've probably heard of these guys. I will say, because I try to get it good with the bad, I will say they take the business very seriously. The channel is it could be addictive. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of the message. I actually believe that they are probably two of the most infamous dweebs I've ever met in my life. I mean, they are successful guys. Is the sad part from what I can attain from their channel and from what other people say about them. They some pretty talented brothers in whatever it was they were doing before, but I just don't. They take on women is a bit much, but Officer Tatum breaks it down better than I could, and so we're gonna get right into his breakdown of Fresh and Fit. So what you're gonna see now is his review of, they were on a Australian channel, I want to say. I'm not sure. They were on some type of Australian network, and I'm gonna just let you go ahead and see it. It didn't go well for my boy Myron Gaines here.
Same. Women like attention, men want sex. So my thing is, a man is capable of having sex with other women while still loving his girl the same.
You're actually saying that in a relationship, it's okay for men to go and explore other options, but we have to be happy with you and not explore options.
Absolutely. Closed on your end, open on my end, and I think there should be honest between the two.
Why? Why would anyone agree to that?
You can't just go throwing that thing around. I spoke to Dan Balserian. Yeah, I'm sick of you asking to finish your long, boring answers that are the same answer every time we ask you a question. Even Dan Balserian last week told me to my face, "So fucking what, clown? Here you are on the show. I can turn you off as well. Just turn these clowns off. See you fellas, grow up, bring us back when you're 30 and you've got half a brain. You're not running around being led by your own dicks. Bye-bye. See you later. Turn them off."
Now, these dudes they dweebs for sure. They dweebs for sure. What you saw right there is what he preaches. Is men should be able to do whatever they want. And this is my thing. To an extent, yeah, you should be. If you that player that you can go straight to a girl and tell her to her face like that this is what you doing and this is what it is, and she is gonna choose. Hey, by all means, my brother, hey, do what you can do. But there's a difference between a player and a cheater. And if you run around lying to everybody, you a cheater. If you're a player, you ain't got to lie to them. They gonna choose. These guys, they play the player role, but they do all type of things that I don't think is player. Like, I'm not paying. Let Officer Tatum get into it.
Brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Y'all already know what to do. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, y'all just saw a clip of Fresh and Fit. I like to call them Fresh and Fraud. If you don't know who they are, it's two guys that I think are very disingenuous in their approach. Sound like broken, disgruntled young men who hate women, in my opinion. And they go off and they bring these girls on the show, and they drunk, and most of them are you know, a lot of them that I've seen They don't have any sense.
Bimbos.
So they get the upper hand on these girls. They talk crazy to them. They tell them how they're worth nothing and that men are worth everything, and you should never. I'm generalizing, and you should never treat a woman better than she treats you, and all this old crazy stuff that they spit out. So I'm glad to see somebody check them and put them in their place. And I
don't want to say they was checked. That's one of the things I kind of disagree with, because if you just started yelling and kicked me off the show, they didn't. And that's the issue. That's why these guys always, in their mind, they win. Is because you didn't beat me. You didn't beat my point. Because he had plenty of. I can guarantee you, Myron he could have went on for days and days on why it's justified, whatever the fuck it is that he said. It's because he's hurt. And like, I know that's one of the number one disingenuous arguments that they gonna have with most men when it's critiquing women, period. But it's, you hurt, you gay, your mama don't like, whatever it is. But let's be for real. Look at Myron. Y'all saw Myron. We know those type of dweebs. He's not getting selected. Barely keep his fucking hair on top of his head. Nothing against the men balding, because I always say I'm not making fun of no man losing his hair, because I'm afraid. My head too big for that shit. so I try to keep that karma off my back. But I'm just saying, if you gonna talk the shit that he talks, you gonna have to be more than just 6'3", my boy. Is what it is. And I think he's like a former FBI agent, but the other guy that's on the show with him, fresh CEO, absolute bozo. He got caught paying some fucking white sugar baby, and they supposed to be these high value players that highly sought after, but you paying some 19, 20-year-old TikTok sugar baby to be your girlfriend. It's just Dweeb 101 to me. Not practicing what you preach. When we grew up, you used to have to have game. You had to have the appearance. You had to be put together all the way to be selected. And it's like now we can fake. I can trick you with the clout. I can trick you in so many different ways that it's like y'all are selecting. Females are selecting for the wrong reasons. That's just flat out what it is. You can go on their Instagram and you can select for the clout if you want to, and he might be able to produce one night of that, but most of these guys ain't big spenders no way. They that shit for the gram. I know personally some motherfuckers that you would see online that you would think was doing they damn thing, but I know for a fact they go back to a house full of roommates. 6 Challengers, 6 Chargers in the goddamn driveway, but it's only 3 bedrooms in that fucking house. So y'all can be fooled by this shit if you want to. Y'all might able to start vetting these men, these dweebs, like I tell these dweebs to vet y'all. Because it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Say this about these two guys. And you saw one guy there, but it's 2 of these dudes on the channel. They are effectively, in my opinion, destroying the psyche of young, impressionable men. They are teaching men to hate women. They are only speaking of terms of women who are not normal. They talk about women who are in my
hoes. That's who they talking about. They talking about hoes who had no chance of being selected in the first place. The same way these dweebs are. These dweebs are incels. They are the non-selects for a reason. And that's why they're the main ones running to tell you, oh, you're going to die alone because you don't want to settle for me, is really what he's saying. It's the same thing with these women that they bring on the show. They come on the show with these chicks from out of the Miami street life. They coming out of parties and strip clubs and clubs and shit and drunk off their ass, inebriated, and he got liquor, he pouring up liquor. And of course they're not going to be able to have a verbal debate with you. They not there to spar spat with you. They there to drink, and you being weird. That's how. And then they end up kicking the bimbos off. I think he called it Frank Castling them, like the Punisher, from just some real dweeb shit. Just not you think about it, just hearing the fact that real dweeb shit.
Miami, who getting drunk at parties, who only date men for money, and they're trying to paint the picture as if this is all women. And every young man that watched this should beware of these women out there. And that's
those same women that he's telling y'all to beware of. Let's keep it real. Them bimbos inside the studio, you didn't have a chance of getting selected by them. The guys that's watching, that's the issue. Y'all didn't have a chance of getting selected by them. First of all, you shouldn't even want to be selected by them, but that's neither here nor there. The issue is you putting all these women in this same group, and that's not what's going on. The overwhelming majority of women are not that way. Those women can't speak for women in general. I just don't understand what you don't understand.
It's not that's. I feel like they're not doing young men a service. When you are in a relationship, this is very simple. When you are in a relationship, you need to give an equal effort. There shouldn't be one or the other. If you feel like you're in competition with the woman that you're trying to take on a date, meaning that should I pay? Should I do this? Am I simping? Am I going too far? Is she gonna think is she messing with other dudes? If you in your mind about that, don't even take the woman on a date. Men in this country and all around the world should have respect for women. If you feel that you have connected with a woman who you don't have respect for, you should not talk to that woman. You don't take women on dates that you don't have respect for.
Why are you going out with her?
If you are too immature as a man that you feel like you need to have your guard up, you should not be dating in the first place. Same thing for women. You shouldn't be trying to look for a way in and he need to pay for my dinner. It should be a mutual respect. I believe all men should pay for the dinner and open the door and be courteous and respect.
I'm the same way. To this day, I still open car doors. If she touch a door in my presence, it's gonna piss me off. If my wife touch a door and I'm around, it's gonna piss me off. Point blank, period. Car door, restaurant, I don't matter. She touch it, I'm mad about it. I don't give a fuck if it's a saloon door. Let me push the motherfucker. That's the way it go. I still walk on the outside on the sidewalk. I don't know if y'all still doing that. All of the regular things. I'm not gonna lay my head nowhere and not pay the whole rent. I'm just not gonna be in a place where you can tell me to get out. And if you do tell me to get out, you know the rent getting out with me. I'm just bullshit. But for real, like as a man, you supposed to take that. Think about it. Why wouldn't you want to take that off your girl? This is your wife, right? You want her worried about what she gonna lay her head, where her half of the rent money gonna be every month. If you could take that off her hands, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Like a lot of times, you make money is equal.
Respectful to women and treat them like queens if you are to be involved. And women should likewise respect a man, treat him like a king, or don't be involved with him. But these young people are out here teaching a rhetoric that is destroying their relationships. And it's funny that all the gurus that you hear that's in relationship guru space are single. And there's probably a reason why they're single. Because they don't actually know how to have a successful relationship. They know how to tell you, they know how to say that.
In my own defense, I've been married 16 years. I ain't that old. 35, I've been married 16 years. I've been out of this bullshit that y'all call a dating game a long time. And I thank God every day for it because it's way too treacherous out there. Everybody got their guns up and their knives out for each other. You got men and women on both sides. She can't trust you because you fucking everybody. So she like, what am I going to put up? And that's nothing. Why would she put up with it? When she know you out here doing this, so now it's this, let me get you before you get me type of thing. Or she not going to give you all because she know that you'll go do your thing or whatever it is. And vice versa, the same shit. I know guys that I can't tell them that a faithful woman exists. And like I know better than to even argue with them because knowing their situations, knowing their experiences, I'm their homie. They done told me. They done set up on some other married guy's couch up in his house, having sex with his wife, and then she just act like nothing happened when he comes home, and she do this shit regularly. And so when you have these type of experiences with these women that's head over heels in love all over social media and everywhere else in the world, it's gonna be hard for you to trust. That's why, and these same dudes is out there now trying to date. These same dudes out there trying to date with no trust and no respect for women, and which is largely, you could say, was brought on by, well, the women, at least in his life. He made a good point early. He said, if you are not in the right mind space, if you are not in the right financial space, you shouldn't be dating. Women have never been free. That's just the fact of the matter. They have never been free. You ask them to be free is the stupidest shit in the world. I say it all the time. A woman can't be a gold digger when you really think about it. I mean, yeah, some of them are strictly gold diggers, but for the most part, they should be looking for resources. Like, maybe not be an all-out gold digger, but you will be an idiot to not have that gold on your list when you looking. And fellas, it will behoove you to have some gold in your pocket to be selected. It's just that simple. You're not gonna ever change the rules to the point where they are selecting broke niggas. Who knows? You know, we live in a bizarre world. Women are so easily tricked. We already tricked them into paying half the rent. Shit, who knows what we can get them to do next?
Say what sound cute and all the talking points, but they don't know how to actually have and have not experienced a quality relationship. That's like a person who's never played in the NFL, who wasn't good enough to play in the NFL, telling you how to play in the NFL. Well, you don't have the experience. So I can listen to you up to a certain point, but I would rather hear from a person who actually played in the NFL. Why? Because they have more insight on what is actually going on in a successful career in the NFL. I mean, I could go down the list. That's like somebody trying to tell you how to be a public speaker and they've never successfully been a public speaker a day in their life. Well, I'd rather hear from a person who is a successful public speaker. Don't know. You ain't never been to mechanic school or whatever you want to call it. You don't even have a mechanic shop. Why are you telling me? And you have not proven that you can be successful as a mechanic or fixing on cars. Why are you telling me how to fix a car? I'm just going to talk to a person who have done it and who have been successful over a period.
And that's a lot of our issues, though. We take advice from our friends who never done shit, family members, never done shit, coworkers, never done shit. And that's the issue. Like, to be honest, like, I don't even want to drag this on too long. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna finish this video. I'm gonna leave the link in the description so you guys can go through and watch the rest of the video. He gets into marriage and what marriage means to him, and it means almost the same thing to me. You know, I feel like there is still, marriage isn't dead. I don't believe in marriage is dead. I don't believe it's dead. However, I don't believe it's for everybody. I do not believe it's for everybody. I do not believe there is someone for everyone. I don't believe those things. I believe some of us get to die alone. It ain't nothing that we can do about it. Only thing that we can do about it is how we take it and how we adjust to it and how we feel about it and how we receive it. But as far as force, it ain't no way. You just might not get your person. A lot of us are going to fail a lot, and they're going to lose a lot of money, time, and effort looking for that person that they never going to find. And that's unfortunate. But a lot of us also have already had our person once, twice, and even 3 times, and we screwed the shit up. That's the shit that we really need to start talking about. We really need to get into is our stake in our own lives. Like, I was just talking to a friend today, and I say every time something is wrong in my life, I take responsibility, even if somebody did it to me, because I left myself open to that. As soon as I take responsibility for it, then it's something that I can work on. It's something that I can do. There's a leadership opportunity. There's an opportunity to get better. But if I blame it on somebody else, then the ball's in their court. If she shouldn't have done me like this, she's a terrible person, then it's on them. Then the ball's in their court. They got to change something in order for me. That's not how life works. You the star. Should nobody else be starring in your own life? this dubious dweeb shit, it has to stop. It's a fucking epidemic. It's a pandemic out there, dweebs. And it's just getting more and more and more. Some of them was actually born off the back of Kevin Samuel's message, and that's not the message that he was trying to get across. A lot of y'all hate women. Y'all are in this what they call red pill rage because you done got your little heart broken or you just haven't been selected. And because you haven't been selected for so long, you a mean, nasty man. That's not going to attract women. What's going to attract women is you being on your shit. It's the reason why women respond better to the boys and the men who ignore them, who don't pay them as much attention, because they know that something else bigger than them. Even it's something else exists bigger than them. Like, it's certain guys, you know, that never had an issue, that's never gonna have issues with women, right? And you need to become closer to those guys. And the way you get closer to those guys is, one, having a powerful why, a powerful purpose that's gonna take you far, and that everybody can see, that's gonna take you far beyond. You want to go like Elon Musk literally wants to go to the fucking Mars, to the moon. He wants to literally go out. So when you have dreams that big and you're actually doing something to get there, that's something that's easy. You think Elon Musk ain't gonna have no issue with nobody trying to jump on board his spaceship? They literally trying to go with him. All you got to do is make sure that your why is so big and that you working towards it every single day. Every single day. You can't take no days off. You work towards that purpose. You work and it's going to be hard because you got to work on everything. You got to work on your physical fitness. You have to. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't got to be the swollest, but you need to be able to run a mile. You need to be able to do more than 25, 50 push-ups. You need to be able to do the sit-ups. You need to have good core strength. You need to be able to get active if need be. That's just the facts. And then you want to look good. Let's be for real. When you are in shape, everything looks better. You in shape, you put a suit on, you look better. You put anything on, your clothes ain't got to fucking match no more once you in shape, brother. Get in shape. Get you some damn money. Now, getting in shape and washing your ass, those are easy. That's the easy part, because getting in shape is actually free. You can say, oh, I don't got money for a gym membership, but I seen motherfuckers get strong, look a lot better off push-ups in the morning. Just knocking them push-ups, them sit-ups out, and running around your damn block. You got legs, don't you? I don't want to hear none of the bullshit about, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Like, I done seen a dude go outside, lift rocks for weights, and climb hills. A physique can be made any type of way. I'm guarantee you can Google workouts with no weights, no gym. Get to work. I don't want to hear it. Get your ass in shape. And then get you some damn money. And what I mean by get you some money is, maybe you can't find your dream job right now, but you good at something. And if you ain't good at something, get good at something. You have to start somewhere. You got to start working right now. Pick an industry that interests you and just dive in head first. Just get into it. Start working. You know what? Let me see if I could. I'm gonna show y'all a little this shit out of here. We get a little trick. So you go to this site. Y'all see this it's showing up on the screen. Own Net Online, right? So say, and here I put in logistics. So I click on this little tab up here, and I put in logistics analyst, right? And then boom, they're gonna populate you to this page. This is ownetonline.org. Ownetonline.org. I put the link in the description as well. So so my background is in HR. Well, it's in logistics. However, I went to school for business management with a concentration in HR, and I have a master's degree in human resource management. This website here, it's going to show you all the tasks, duties, and responsibilities, as well as all of the knowledge and skills and abilities that you're going to need with the education level and all that. You scroll down, it's going to show you everything, right? Focus on things like this right here. So in the technical skills, it's going to show you what type of business information systems you're gonna need for this job. So LinkedIn has all type of classes based around a lot of these. You could put some of these in, type them in. It's like little courses and things you could take to get yourself better familiar with it, or you can just Google them, to be honest, if you have never worked with them. But like a lot of these things, like enterprise research plan, ERP software, things are all kind of like the same. SAP, it's all basically some type of business information system. It's for inventory. It holds a bunch of information so that you can it has query lanes, you ask it questions and things like that. This will show you, this website here will show you exactly what it is that you need or what to expect in these type of jobs. So this one is for what I looked up as a logistics analyst. It's going to show you the tasks, the technical skills you're going to need, work activities involved, detailed work activity, work context, job zone, training and credentials. Well, this is if you were looking for training credentials, I could put it in what state, and they would try to find certificate programs for me. Also skills that you would need to be involved, knowledge, and education level. So this is showing the people that's employed in this field. This right here is going to show you how many of them have bachelor's degrees, how many have associates, and how many have little to no college, and then abilities. Another method that I call the copy and paste method is, bam, so you find a job, boom. What you gonna do is you open it up. Let me move. Open it up and you looking at all the job details and the benefits, and you say, I like this job, da 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 da. So outcomes, let's see. These are your responsibilities, experience, skill summary. These are the things you gonna need, right? So what I would do, this is just me, this is what I would do. I'm copying this shit here, right? This shit, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to get them physical requirements too. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to my resume, which is going to be in like a Word doc, right? And you want to make sure, first of all, that you already have, and maybe I need to give I might even go over that, how to build a resume that's going to catch somebody's eye. But when you're looking for a job, a career, they usually have a HRIS, is a human resource information system, right? And this information system is built to pick up keywords. It's looking to see how many keywords you have in your resume, and off that it'll judge off how good a match you are. What you're gonna do is you're gonna copy and paste the skill summary and the physical requirements, and you're gonna copy it and paste it into the bottom of your resume, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna make it the smallest font. I want to say it's like 5.5. You're gonna put it in white ink. White ink. This is important because you don't want to see it. When I print my resume, when your resume is printed up, you don't want that showing on the bottom. You don't want it showing to the naked eye. But what it will show to, because when you're gonna usually put it in, it's gonna be online, so you're gonna upload it into a system. That system's gonna pick up all that white ink. It's gonna ding, 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 100% hit for all the keywords. Now it's your business to make sure that your resume keeps that hiring manager's eye. But it's gonna get to his eye. What you don't know is a lot of these guys, you get your resume, get you whacked before you even get to the hiring manager. They never even see your resume. Things like typos and shit will smoke you. But with all of these keywords, you're going to at least get on his desk, and then it's up to you to go above and beyond. Do the damn cover sheet. It don't take that long. For each one of your resumes, I'm gonna do if you putting in for a job, curtail that resume for that job. They want to feel like you speaking to them. Sometimes some people say put an objective statement. Some people say don't put an objective statement at the top of your resume. If you're going to put an objective statement, which I believe it helps, just my personal opinion, I like to see objective statements. We don't care what you're looking for from the company. That's not what your objective statement should be on your resume. Your objective statement should be what you can bring to the company, what experiences, what tacit knowledge, what explicit knowledge, what you bring particularly to them, why you're a good fit, not why you really need this job, because nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody cares, right? And so the purpose of this is get you some money. You got to start somewhere. You ain't gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to get around this shit. It's what's gonna happen is you're gonna need to be able to make money no matter what it is. Even if you want to be a big YouTuber, right? This shit costs money. You got to buy you a camera. You're gonna have to buy laptops and soundboards, mics, and all types of shit if you want to really do this thing. So where do you buy all that shit with? You're not gonna start a business and start getting business loans. That's not how life works. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have to spend your own hard-earned fucking cash on getting whatever it is started, whether it's a business, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a music group, whatever it is. Me, if it was me, I would pick something that's more tangible, something that's going to be around, something that you can always fall back on to make money, like logistics. I was in supply in the military, so when I got out, it was only made sense for me to stay in supply. I got a business degree. Supply goes hand in hand. I'm using my experience, using my education to make me some money. Do I want to die a logician? Absolutely not. But I make good money doing it. Same. Look, the thing is, women are going to continue to select for the reasons they select. You're not going to change that. There's nothing that we can do that's going to make them start selecting you for anything but what they want. And they telling you this is what they want. And they've been telling us this is what they've wanted since the beginning of time. They want a masculine man that can take care of home, that can protect and provide. You cannot protect or provide with no money. You cannot protect your family broke. You cannot protect that woman with no money. It just, you can't do it. That's just the sad facts. And so what you need to do is, I would have I wrote like two or three different like templates of a resume. And if I didn't have a job, you sitting on the toilet, I'm putting in 30 resumes. I don't give a damn whether it look like I qualify. If I think I qualify a little bit, I'm doing my copy paste method and I'm punching that motherfucker through. And hey, we'll see about it at the interview, if I ever do get an interview. And this is another thing about the interview. Just the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. When you finally do get an interview, Google the company. Please do not show up to that place and not know nothing about that company. It's unbecoming. It's not going to help you get that job. At the very least, do a little 15-minute Google search. Read the mission statement. Read where they come from. Have something to have a question to ask them, because you got to understand, they're looking for help. You are the help. You should be asking them questions the same way that they're asking you questions to make sure that you are fit. But what we want to do first is build yourself up, and so that you have that leverage. And you got to start somewhere. I know it's hard. This job takes a degree, then you got to start going to school. I'm too old for school. Well, then you're going to be broke forever. I mean, get over it. No matter what it is. If it's school, the tech guys just need certifications. My little brother taught himself how to do that. Now, mind you, the little nigga's a genius. But he taught himself how to code online for free. Like, yeah, he's very smart. He graduated from Stanford. That's a fact. But at the same time, it shows that it can be done. He did it in a month or two, though. So, give a normal person at least a year, right? You should be good. Start now. That's all I got, man. It just women be dusty and dudes be dweebs. A dweeb ain't nothing but a dude with a little dust on him. That's all he is. Just a dude with a little dust on him. And we got to get that dust. You got to get that dust off. You got to wash your ass. Until next time, man.
Peace.